Alright, what we have here is the Lord of the Rings Battle of Pelennor Fields. It's a Middle-earth strategy battle game courtesy of Games Workshop and Forge World. Now this is the newest game that came out last September. I've had it since then. I just finally had time to do something with it. And it's the first one they've released in about 4 or 5 years. Games Workshop hasn't released anything new as far as Middle-earth goes since the Desolation of Smog. Forge World has released stuff from the Battle of the Five Armies, which is really cool, but really also super expensive. Anyway, this box set, you can see the picture is from the clip from the movie. You see King Theoden, you see the Witch King, and you see the forces of good and evil and Minas Tirith in the backdrop. Now, basically, I always thought this should have been called the Charge of the Rohirrim, because the Battle of Pelennor Fields had so much more going for it. It did. There were so many other units, and hopefully they continue in the same vein, do another Battle of Pelennor Fields in a different scenario. But anyway, this box set comes with a lot of pieces. I think there's 84 altogether, 84 figures altogether. And price-wise, it cost only $203 with taxes, Canadian. Now, if you were to do this whole set individually, box by box, at Games Workshop, you're looking at over $475 to $500 Canadian. On eBay, you're looking at more for each individual box. Now, what it comes with is some pretty cool stuff. It comes first of all with the rule book. Now, the rule book alone is worth $70–80 plus taxes, and it gives you the rules, the new rules that they have, and the advanced rules, and it gives you scenarios that you can use these figures in. So it's like a starter set, and it comes with this guy, a troll. You get one troll, and what's really cool about that is that you can customize him. Like, I got mine with a spear. The arm's not right. It's the other. I got two right arms instead of one right and one left, but it seemed to work best. So he's got a spear on that arm and a warhammer on the other. Now, like I said, you could customize this a lot. You had a couple of different arms. You also could make him into a little drummer boy, which I thought was kind of dumb, and give him a shield. And it came with a couple of heads too. Like, there's a head there. The other head I'm using for another troll that came headless. And then you get 36 of the Morannon orcs, which are like the heavy infantry of the orcs. And basically it's 3 sets of 12, so you get the same guy 3 times. And there's 12 altogether. You even get the little Elvis guy that they have. And it comes with spears and shields that I haven't yet put on some of these guys yet. And I've tried to do different color schemes. I have. To make it even more... to make different tribes. Okay. Next, you get 20 Army of the Dead. Now, this is one of the things I wish they did not do, as the Army of the Dead does not appear in the Battle of Pelennor Fields in the book. Period. They do appear in the Return of the King, but they appear in the Pass of the Dead, the Stone of Sonark, and they do follow Aragorn, and they drive the Haradrim and Corsairs away from a battle in Belfalis, Lebanon area that Angbor the Fearless is fighting, holding the forts. So they do scare the enemy away, and then Aragorn chases the enemy back to the havens of Pelargir, which is supposed to be the second largest city in Gondor at the time. And that's where Aragorn captures the black ships with the help of these guys, and then he releases them from their oath. Now, I've already painted these guys. I'm not too crazy about the paint job I did. I'm trying to get that ethereal look, not the glowing green that you see in like a Scooby-Doo cartoon. So I've tried various things. You can see this guy. I got the blue-gray, which isn't just not spooky enough. The guys of the OHA, the Ontario Hobbit Association, they do really cool paint jobs. They are professionals. I am far from it. So moving on. Next you get a Fell Beast with a Nazgul. And you can make the Nazgul into the Witch King. Now, of all these models, I already have these models. So these are all extras for me, but it's cool because then I have 3 ring wraiths. One's the Witch King. And you can give it a different head. And it has a base, so it makes it look like it's flying. I don't like the base too much because it has the elven shield and sword. And in no time did the elves in the first age ever face a Fell Beast. So that's kind of... I'll paint that over and make it into something else. Next up, you get the Riders of Rohan. And you get 12 of these guys. So, which is pretty cool. And I already have about 18 of these guys, so adding another 12 is really cool. And then you get 12 Rohirrim infantry, which I didn't understand why, unless your horsemen get unhorsed, then they can run around. So I never really liked having these guys. They could have just gave me 6 more Riders of Rohan. Just like with the Army of the Dead, they could have gave me 12 more orcs and another 6 more riders. Would have made more sense. And that way, you have a truly great battle. And then, as far as figures go, you also get a King Theoden. And you can customize him a little bit too, give him a different face or give him a helmet or whatever. And that's pretty cool. He's on horseback. So that's cool. You also get 12 dice and a little cardboard disc cutout thing that you can use for various parts of the game. It also comes with 2 rulers. It does. And overall, it's a pretty cool thing. I've used my other figures and done all the scenarios. I have. And it works well. It plays very well, and it's a lot of fun. I'm more of a collector than anything else, but I am. But eventually I'll get all these guys painted, and I'll have my huge battle going. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye.